Hey everybody, it's Andy from Snow Capture here in Kaprun on New Year's Day. Just got into the first gondola on the Maiskogel. Very few cars in the car park, as you can see. Probably not even 30 cars yet. It's around about 9:30, 9:35. No queue for the gondola whatsoever. Walk straight through, straight on. Have my FFS2 mask on. I'm now in here on my own, and yeah, it's New Year's Day, and going up the Maiskogel. The weather's pretty good, blue skies, and I'm going to take you with me, show you around, show you how empty the slopes are, and yeah, maybe we'll have a talk about, are they going to be able to keep these lifts open with so few people skiing, given the current situation with travel bans, flight bans, and all of the other restrictions. Let's go for a ski. So just passing through the midpoint of the gondola on the Maiskogel, just realised that the small lift isn't operating and the chairlift isn't open or is not opening. Now I know that the resort is running on minimal lifts, which I can understand because it will be costing them an absolute fortune to run the lifts, given there is nobody really skiing. This is quite a stark contrast to where we were last week on the 26th of December. So on 26th of December we were in Upper Austria and there was thousands of people skiing. It was packed. Now I'm sure here would have been a little bit busier than it is this morning. It is New Year's Day. A lot of the locals will be suffering from hangovers, and obviously there are no tourists. But the main thing is, if you've paid full price for a lift pass and they say they're open, should they not be open? As I say, I do understand it is a business, has to be financially viable. But at the moment, it looks like there is one lift out of 3 open on the Maiskogel, and then they've opened the very expensive K connection to get you over to the glacier, which doesn't really make any sense. But anyway, it's going to be fun skiing. The slopes look fantastic, very well prepared as they always are on the Maiskogel. The Maiskogel guys normally win awards for their piste preparation. It does get very tricky when it gets to spring because the water, the snow is so soft and wet, but it's been very cold last night and it looks like perfect groom conditions. A little bit of soft snow on top, so it's going to be quite nice. I'll see you at the top. So just got off the lift, and yeah, it's a little bit warmer than I expected. You should just be able to see here is the lake over in Zalmzee, just around that corner there. You might just be able to make that out. But look at the slopes, totally empty. New Year's Day. Very empty. 2 more people behind me. Snow is very grippy, very cold. Nicely prepared. As you can probably see. So I'm going to have a little bit of a ski, get warmed up, and I will be back to show you a little bit more of the Maiskogel in a second. So I've just skied down the first part of the first run that's open, and I then have cut across to the next run, which is just behind me, and what's very noticeable, as well as there being very few lifts open, they're not actually pisting a great deal. So as I came off the track to enter this piste, I went into some very chopped up, heavy, frozen snow, which I wasn't expecting, because they've only actually pisted half of the piste. So this half's been pisted, that half hasn't, but when you come from this direction, you have to cross this piste. Granted, there is a small path that has been pisted below me, but I wanted to come up high, obviously hit that snow and nearly fell on my backside. So another sign that even though Austria is open for locals, it's only partly open. And again, when you've paid full price for a lift pass, you'd like the piste to be prepared, or there'd be no reason for getting up and getting first lifts, eh? So now got down to the middle section of the Maiskogel. I have to say the snow that is prepared is very good quality, considering we've not had that much real snow, let's say. Behind me, you'll just see they are still working. They got a piston body out moving some machine snow, and this slope, as I say, is currently closed. This is one of the teaching slopes, but as there is no one to teach, you can understand why it's closed, although maybe the local kids might like to ski on it. Other than that, still very, very empty. Half a dozen people skiing, but yeah, skiing during lockdown. We are open, but we are not open. So I'm on my way back up again in the gondola alone. Nobody really at the bottom, just a couple of people that had skied past me on the way down. Yeah, it's a strange one. I have said this before on vlogs and on Facebook Lives. I can't see how how the lift companies can continue to operate given there is nobody skiing. It's New Year's Day, you would think the locals would be out. Obviously there's no tourists. The flight ban for the UK, we found out, has been extended till the 10th of January now. That would probably get extended even further if the situation in the UK doesn't get any better. But the Maiskogel, normally extremely busy on a New Year's Day. We're in lockdown, locals are allowed to ski. Not all of the lifts are open, not all of the piste is prepared, none of the huts are open, there's nowhere to go and get food. It's easily accessible. The toilets are open, you're paying full price for your lift ticket, and I don't understand how a business like the Kitzstein Horn can afford to keep these lifts running if there is not going to be a bigger number of people skiing. So how long these lifts will continue to roll for, let's just wait and see. I would think end of next week some of the mountains will start to close even more lifts. Maybe they close the glacier, they keep the Maiskogel open in Kaprun. I don't know, it's my thoughts. I run a business, I know when there's no custom, there is no money. If I owned a lift company, I wouldn't be able to afford to run the lifts if I had no customers. So, Andy for Snow Camp Europe, hope you've enjoyed looking around the Maiskogel this morning, 1st of January 2021. Let's hope it's a much better year than 2020 was. If you've got any comments, please pop them below, any questions. If you've liked this vlog, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Head over to the Facebook page where we go live most days, post lots of different content. And if you are looking at coming out in 2021 or 2022, then do check out the website. Address will appear on the screen, where you can find all of our 2022 camps are already listed, other than a budget beginner week, which we are going to be posting in the next week or two. It's Andy for Snow Camp Europe. Bye for now.